This is the Illinois Nutrient Loss Reduction Podcast, episode 4, Bioreactors from a farmer's perspective. I'm University of Illinois Extension's Todd Gleason. Today, we're talking with Todd Verhecke. He's a farmer from Geneseo, Illinois. I asked him to tell us about his operation.
Yeah, so I guess I've kind of started farming right after college. I got a job at John Deere down in Quad Cities. So then I farm as well. I've been farming since about 2006, so about 12 years now. Mainly for me, corn and soybeans. I also, help my dad with his farming operation. And we have, with that, he also has wheat, hay, and orchard grass that we sell to mainly horse folks, and also use hay for our own cows and cattle. And then we have probably around 70 or 80 acres of pasture that we use for about 45 cows that we have.
And what drove the decision for you to decide to put a wood chip bioreactor in? And when did you have this installed?
So I guess for the last probably 4 or 5 years, I've been doing some cover crops, mainly putting rye with some turnips into the ground, into the ground that had previously been soybeans the year before. Kind of one of those things where I'd seen the benefits as far as, erosion control and a little better yield increase on the corn the following year by using the cover crops. And I thought after doing that, doing some research on bioreactors and maybe wanting to go maybe another step further with cover crops. And so just kind of researching them, and then my Farm Bureau manager made the comment to me one day, knowing that I'd done the cover crops and we had done some other things through in my Farm Bureau as far as using the cover crops. And she said that, they were looking for someone that would want to put in a bioreactor. Would you maybe be interested? So kind of how the whole process started. It really started probably, in October, November of 2016 is kind of with that conversation starting out as far as if you wanted one and kind of what the details were of the bioreactor. Really, we got more involved that spring, and then actually was installed on September of 2017 on the farm.
So it was installed last year. Have you had to do any maintenance? I suspect not at this point.
The only thing we have done, Dr. Laura Christensen through the University of Illinois has some monitoring on this bioreactor. I think today we're going to make some changes to some of the boards in the actual structures to allow for a little more retention of the water through that bioreactor, to maybe do a little more as far as taking more of the nutrients out of the water as it passes through. But otherwise, pretty much other than, doing some mowing around it and moving some of the boxes that they have for the monitoring structures, that's at this point, that's all kind of we've done throughout the first year.
Yeah, so essentially the bioreactor has a weir, which the water overtops if it's running very fast, and then runs straight out and does not go through the bioreactor. But they wanted to try to keep a little more out, so I assume they added some boards to it. And those are all part and parcel of the installation, plastic boards that they can take in and out of the weir and direct water one way or the other. It's really quite a neat operation. I think you think you will be happy with it over time. And has there been anything that you had to really overcome in order to have it installed, or since you've had it installed?
Really, I think over time it's definitely going to be a benefit. Like I said, once we get it kind of maybe more fine-tuned as far as kind of what the recommendations are from NRCS to get that, maybe that sweet spot, I guess, as far as the nutrient removal from the water. I think there really isn't going to be much to do. And like I say, it seems to be working pretty well right now. The only thing, I guess, that really seemed to be the hiccup, and, it was something that a new partnership, you want to call it, with Farm Bureau, myself, my county Farm Bureau, Illinois Land Improvement Contractors Association, and then also the NRCS, trying to get everybody together, I think, and try to plan this. So, having all those groups together seemed to be a little struggle at some point in times, but we worked through all that and finally got it done in September. So I think that was maybe the biggest hurdle, just to get everybody to talk and try to get everybody on the same page. So
I suppose that does happen, Todd, as you work with many organizations to try to put in a demonstration plot as you have with this wood chip bioreactor. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to tell us about it.
All right, no problem.
Todd Verhecke is a farmer from Geneseo, Illinois. He has a wood chip bioreactor installed at the edge of the field to help control nitrogen runoff. I'm University of Illinois Extension's Todd Gleason.